just wanted to do a quick video on what in the world is going on in the world. Um, is it, over the past 4-ish months now that, we've been, in varying stages of the coronavirus, between lockdowns and quarantines, stay at homes, working from home, yakety schmackety, and all that. And a lot of the work I'm doing spiritually, and a lot of the things I've been researching and looking at, especially looking at other occult authors and figures, and what I feel like the message that I'm getting from the demonic spirits that I work with in varying ways is, and it's not necessarily a scary message. I'm like, yeah, the pandemic thing is pretty fucked up, but a lot of that is because we live in the United States and it's run by a lot of fucked up people. But what I've been explaining to people is what bigger picture is going on, right now in 2020. And, some of that is the astrological influences. Like, I was just talking to a friend of mine, and I was talking about Pluto's return. I never paid a lot of attention to astrology. I was just like, yeah, I'm a Gemini. Da, 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 da. I've done my birth chart, and it says I like to talk a lot. Well, no shit, Sherlock. But, the interesting thing with Pluto's return is that the last time Pluto returned was about 250 some years ago, but that was around the time of the American Revolution and the French Revolution, and it was, it marks these times of historic upheaval and change, and I just found that to be really fascinating and started thinking about that and kind of going down the rabbit hole of looking at different things and thinking about, okay, well, where we are in the world, where we are right now on this planet, and, what comes next. And I think what we're seeing right now, and what I think everyone is struggling with, is especially people who don't want to wear masks or just want to go back to the gym and go back to the way things used to be, back to normal. There is no going back to normal. And people are fighting it. And I'll get to why that's important in a second. What we're going through now is what I would call, say, the first stage of, let's just use, for lack of a better word, the apocalypse. I'm not talking fire and brimstone, the extinction of dinosaurs, 2012, the world ends, and, whatever. Not talking that kind of apocalypse. The way that I look at it is moving from the old way of doing things, the old age, to a new age. And I'm not talking new age like, Crystal's hippie woo-woo store. A new era. And within that new era, looking at that this is bringing forth a really massive spiritual awakening and enlightenment. And what I feel like is happening a lot, especially in the United States, is a lot of people are fighting against moving that change. Make America great again, go back to the good old days. I'm like, good old days for who? Are we great again? Not so much, actually. Because change is scary. Sometimes you have to relinquish control. Let the younger generations, different populations, have the control and steer the ship and things like that. And so, maybe we're moving away from, the old monolithic, organized religions and governments and things like that. And looking at our spirituality and having a greater understanding of it and moving towards enlightenment and acceptance and understanding. And it's not going to be an easy road. And the pandemic is kind of a fucked up signpost in it, in addition to all the other weird shit that's gone on this year. But, you know, the world is changing. You either change with it or you die. So wear a fucking mask and wash your goddamn hands. So don't fight against change. Change is good. Change is needed sometimes. You know, we need to accept people, not take away their rights, take away their land, take away their human dignity and their humanity. We need to protect each other. That's why you wear a mask during a pandemic that's transmitted by, you know, aerosol and air and things like that. You know, it's not some great, you know, conspiracy to, you know, control your liberty and your freedom and things like that. They're just trying to keep people alive, like you, your family, and things, and, you know, the people you come in contact with. So, suck it up. If my 4-year-old niece and my 2-year-old nephew can put on their mask and gloves and go into a grocery store, so can your grown-up ass. So, that said, change or die. You're either going to become extinct like the dinosaurs, or you're going to wake up and become enlightened and move to the new age and survive all this. Because, you know, yes, individuality is important, but the collectiveness of human society is also important. You know, I'm not gonna go, you know, I'm a business owner. I do a lot of vendor events throughout the year. I'm not doing a single goddamn event for the rest of this year because I don't feel safe doing it. You know why I don't feel safe doing it? Not because I wear my mask, I wash my hands, I'll wear gloves and all that. I can't trust the public to do that. I can't trust people to not be shitheads. And I'm not going to put myself at risk or the people I work with at risk or my friends and family at risk by going to these large events. Because people aren't looking out for each other and we need to fucking do that. And it's really enraging. And I'm sorry. You know, all these states that rushed to open back up and people are on these crowded beaches and bars and restaurants, and then now look at all the spike in cases. We could have controlled this, but guess what? The rest of 2020 is fucking canceled. So suck it up. Suck it up. Because nothing has happened for the rest of this year. Not without great risk and calamity. So is going to the beach worth dying for? Worth killing your family for? Nah. Is going to the gym worth it? Nah. So if you can work from home, work from fucking home. And wear a goddamn mask if you have to leave your house. And if you want to see other people, get tested. It is much easier to get COVID testing now. I've done it twice. You can get it done at like Rite Aid and CVS and Walgreens in some states. You go to the website, you know, you fill out some information, check some boxes, make an appointment, go, you stick the thing up your nose and set it off and you get your results in 2 days. So at least I know when I see someone now that I've had two tests within the past, say, month and a half or something like that, that I'm okay. Now, am I going to go running out partying to restaurants and stuff like that? No. Am I going to stop wearing a mask? No. But, you know, I feel more comfortable that if I want to see my parents who are older and my dad has got health issues and things like that, that I'm not going to kill them. You know? And I'm staying home as much as possible because I don't trust the public. Because I see everyone walking around out there with their masks off or with them under their nose or on their chin and stuff like that. I'm like, it's not getting absorbed through your chin, dumbass. You're breathing it through your nose and your mouth. Science, y'all. So, as we move through the next year, 2, 5, however long, things are going to change. They're not going back to normal. Not anytime soon. So, while you may be sick of hearing the new normal expression, because I know I am, it's time to redefine how we exist, how we do things, and move on. Because you know what? The old way wasn't working. And I think we all know that on some level. You be a dinosaur or you evolve. I'm changing and evolving and moving with the times. So that's just my message for tonight. Keep that one quick. But anyways, don't forget to click like and subscribe. And thank you to my Patreon supporters. Love y'all.